What up? What up? What's sibbity? What's happening? Welcome to another edition of the Wrap Up, aka Kicking It with the Cousins. Tony on the mic, and as always, I'm joined by my mailman, your mailman, everyone's mailman, the people's mailman, Oz.
I
What's
like that.
going on,
I
brother?
like that, cousin Tony, the architect, bro. Listen, man, today is gonna be spicy because it's gonna be fun. We got a lot of nice topics. I did my homework. I actually did some homework last night to
Ooh,
bring to the audience the stats that they look for. All the geeks out there, get ready to geek out, baby, because the Oz is gonna bring fire.
wow, look at that. When the people's mailman puts in the work, we definitely got to talk about it.
No doubt.
But before we get to that, man, let's talk about this week's guest real quick, man. We were joined by the ladies, Miss Courtney and Miss Sarah from the Dangerous Games podcast. So that was kind of cool to brighten up the room a little bit, as they say.
Yes,
You
sir. Well, depending on what angle you're looking at it. But yeah, shout out to Mrs. Reckless and Mrs. Squirts. They're obviously doing their thing. The Dangerous Games podcast is off the hook. Definitely check it out if you're into true crime. I mean, even if you're into listening to cool stories, things about players that you may have not even known or forgotten about, and it's pretty cool. The things that happens behind the scenes. So check it out, man. It's really really good. It's not all that horror type thing. It's just
know.
like getting behind crazy stuff that's happened to athletes and celebrities, and they're really good at what they do. Dangerous Games podcast.
Yeah, and they do a nice job. I was listening to the latest one. It was Oscar Pistorius, I think his name is. It was the dude with the prosthetic legs or whatever.
Yeah,
He ended up killing his girlfriend or something like that. So I
yeah.
I, I have to finish it, but yeah, I mean they do an awesome job. So I mean, props to them for joining us. So appreciate that. But let's get to some of these comments real quick. Look at this guy, man. We met this guy at the Philly show, man. Appreciate you, Josh. What's going on, man? All the way down. I believe it's in South Carolina. I believe.
Nice. What
You
up?
know, you
What
can
up?
correct me if I'm wrong. Hail Mary is here. What's going on, brother? The commish is in the building. Big day for the big weekend for the commish. Mr.
Yes,
Irish Flyers Club.
celebrating his heritage.
Absolutely, man. I think we're all Irish tomorrow. So look out. And my guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Mr. Sal, STM
Sal
Sports and
Pal.
Collectibles, man. Appreciate you joining. And the teacher's here, Mr. Kevin Cormier.
Cormier, bro. Cormier. Come on,
Oh,
bro. Give it
man.
that little panache.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. But no, I appreciate everybody joining us, man. As always, the link is at the top of the chat. If you guys want to jump in, don't be afraid. Just please be fully clothed when jumping in on the live. That's all we ask about.
Speaking of fully clothed, I remembered when I went to main campus, Penn State, the first time, my first, St. Patrick's Day. I wasn't a big
Wait,
drinker.
now, be easy here. Now we're
No, no,
live.
hey, and this
Okay.
is nothing. I'm just saying it was my first St. Patrick's Day, and let's just say I had the luck of the Irish that night. It went very well for Cousin Oz.
Oh,
My
wow,
first
okay.
experience up at main campus.
That's cool. Let
So
me ask you. Now that we're talking debauchery and shenanigans, like obviously in college it's crazy, nobody's there to, yeah, there you go, the commission puts his clothes back on, put on your little leprechaun underwear, you
yeah.
uh but dude, like, I don't want to say like the craziest thing that you saw, that not nothing like sexual or something like that, but just something like, you're like, oh, what is, what's going on, why is this happening and nobody's stopping it, I mean, like, just something out of control, or just people, whatever it is, because I know, like, at the games it gets like wild and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but um
Bro, like anything you could think of,
yeah.
like the craziest crap you could think of, it just happened on the regular every night. Something was popping off. I mean, just for me, for example, I remember one day I was taking a shower. We were ready to go out to the club that night, and I had three other roommates, three other guys,
Mhm.
and we had the drop ceilings. So my good roommates decided to open up the drop ceiling, and it connected right to the shower, and they took an ice cold bucket of water and dumped it on me as I'm in the shower. And
Nice.
dude, I was totally not expecting it. I jumped out the shower fully naked. I run out there not knowing that literally while I was taking a shower, they invited 4 girls over,
Yeah,
and
nice.
I'm butt ass naked standing in front of these 4 girls, and I'm just like, "Yo, frozen." Like, at that time, what are you gonna do? You know, at that time, just, you know what, like,
Yeah.
shit, is what
And
it is now.
the cold shower probably didn't do you
Yeah,
any
you know what I mean?
favors.
That didn't help, but I was like, "Hey, ladies, you know, let's just
Hello.
say, you know, I did get
Yeah,
lucky that night too, though."
there
So,
you go. Ah,
luckily,
well,
Irish was with me both
all
instances.
right. So you just walk around with a horseshoe in your ass. Very well. So enough of the odds is escapades. Yo, let's talk about real quick. So last night we had the so last night we had the World Baseball Classic, which for us was the Caribbean Super Bowl. So gotta definitely shout out our fellow Boricuas out there for getting the job
Yeah,
done.
that was for bragging rights, bro. Dominican Republic versus Puerto Rico. That was huge. I know as a mailman, we have a ton of Puerto Ricans that work for me and Dominicans. The ladies were into the Dominican ladies, dude. They're all about it, bro.
Very
That
knowledgeable.
yeah, very
Very knowledgeable.
knowledgeable, and they're very serious when it comes to the World Baseball Classic. And they were talking a lot of smack, dude. And I was like, "Yo, it's not that serious." They're like, "No, it is.
No, it
It
is.
is." I said, "Okay, I'll see you tomorrow when after we win."
Yeah.
And bro, they were all miserable today. But then they were all, you know, well, you know, yeah, you guys won, but you know, your guy got, you know, hurt. And
Yeah, that
that was
was
the big thing, bro. The celebration afterwards.
yeah, that's the hurt piece, man. Where Diaz got hurt celebrating, and I mean, he's as a Phillies fan, when that guy he is legit because he comes in, he plays for the Mets, and bro, he is lights out. And like I
Yeah,
knew if we got to him, I was like, if we can get to the if we can get him up with a 2 or 3 run lead, we're not gonna lose this game. Sure
right.
enough, he comes in, just shuts down the party, but you know, unfortunately, they celebrated, and bro, that's crazy. I remember the one dude one time hits a walk-off home run. He comes running around the bases, jumps on home plate, and blows out his knee. Like, I mean,
That's so, bro. And
yeah.
Tony, I was telling you, you know, I used to play a ton of team
Mhm.
sports back in the day, and in high school we were very successful. We would make district championships, won a lot of
Mhm.
championships in that era. And the biggest thing, I was always getting hurt for some stupid reason. If you know, any type of thing, I would get hurt. And when we would win, these people would just rush the court, the fans, the players off the bench, and people would do crazy stuff, jump all over you. You have no idea what's happening, and you're caught up in the moment. And it's so, bro, it's so easy to get hurt over some
Yeah.
stupid stuff if you're not, you know, willing to pay attention. So the dude's just on him, hugging him, jumping up and down, and there you go, blowing out his knees. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah. It's wild. And Kevin says, 2006 WBC DR versus Venezuela is one of the top 5 sporting events he's ever been to. So I'm watching it here. You want to talk about FOMO, man? I was just out of my mind. I'm telling my wife, I was like, "Oh, I would have loved to have gone." It just totally, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyways. But still, it totally passed me by until it was here. I was like, "Oh man," because it's just the atmosphere is so different, man. It's like I always tell you, if regular baseball was like that, I would not miss a game. Like, dude,
Yeah,
there's people playing, and it's like that in the islands. Like when they play winter ball, it's no different. Like every game is like that. They got instruments playing. It's like soccer, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with baseball, and every pitch is like, dude. Last night I was at the edge of my seat. It was World Series Game 7 for
Yeah,
me last
it's
night.
like playoff, yeah,
Yeah,
type atmosphere, but like you said, World Series type baseball, and that was for all the marbles to move on to the next round, and you know they're both 2-1, and
yeah,
you know just the fact, dude, the bragging rights when it comes to DR and PR,
yeah.
it's insane. They
That's all
take
it is.
that super serious. I don't know if y'all understand how serious that is.
Yeah, yeah. It was so today I saw a Barstool, one of the guys, he's like their hot one of their hot take guys, and he was, going on and on about Diaz getting hurt, and he's like, nobody cares about the WBC because it's not real baseball and it's this and that, and he's just going on and on. And then, bro, in the comments, it's like if you don't know, you don't know. Like
Yeah.
that game last night could have been they could have all been 0-3 and whatever, and they would have played each other. It would have been all about that
Yep.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, so it didn't matter. Same thing like in Japan, dude. The fans are going crazy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's one of those things that if you're into it,
Truly,
you're into
truly
it.
a World Series. You know, what I mean,
Yeah,
truly
yeah.
a World Series.
So, but anywho, so all right, man. I'm gonna give you the so we have a pretty packed show with we have some I have a grievance with the post office. We got mail days, we got card of the week, and I also got something I'm cleaning out my closet. I'm doing the M&M over here. But before we get to all that, I'll give you the floor. Please don't curse. Don't go
Curse.
crazy.
Why all, you know what I mean? Right away, you want to go to me cursing. I told you I
Anyway,
was going to bring the stats.
all
We're
right,
going to geek out, and here you go, trying to already throw me under the bus with the
because I know how
cursing.
you get. Go ahead.
And I just might, because this is serious business. Just as it's serious with DR and PR, we're going to go ahead and get serious with the MVP NBA race. And I know my man Splendor's in the building, and we're going to go ahead and talk about, to me right now, I think it's a two-man race. Giannis, I think he's number 3.
Oh wait, Splendid, is this your birthday? Happy
Oh,
birthday, brother.
you know what? Happy birthday, Steve. I got
Yeah.
a little present for you.
So there you go. Go ahead.
So, to me, the MVP race right now, with a few games remaining, you're looking at Embiid, Joel Embiid, and the Joker, Nikola Jokic.
Mhm.
All right. So let's check it out. Let's just go based on the last 6 games. All right. Last 6 games, Sixers are 6-0. They're on a tear. They're on a roll, going through it. The Denver Nuggets are 2-4 in those games. Averages in the last 6 games, points wise, Embiid is at 37 points per game. Jokic at 25. Embiid is at 9 rebounds per game, little low, and Jokic is at 13. And then assists, of course, Jokic is going to have more, 9.5 to 5 assists for Embiid. But the big thing is the wins and losses. We all know that depending on who the hot take guy is at the moment, they can flip that and throw it and use it any way they want to. So 2-4 for Denver, 6-0 for the Sixers. Now, you know, it's really going to come down to this last week coming up, bro, because next week they're going to go head to head, Joel Embiid and
Right.
Joker, and then Giannis and the Sixers play as well. So I think that's going to be a huge deciding factor. But as of right now, as of today, the odds have flipped, bro. Jokic was like plus 150, I mean minus 150, and Embiid was plus 400. But now Embiid is minus 150 and Joker's plus 100.
Hmm.
So Vegas is finally looking at
Wasn't it
Embiid
like
being.
that though, like last
It
year, and
it,
then
it was it was
okay,
it, and
and then
literally it ended up being with that head to head game
yeah,
where Embiid outplayed the Joker, but
yeah,
Denver won,
yeah,
and they used that as the springboard to have Jokic win it. So
okay,
like I said, it's going to come down to the head to head game. So Embiid got to cook him one more time, and I think he has to cook Giannis as well. He literally got to go out there and they got to win both games, and he has to have good games for this to go down. If he loses any one of those or has a bad performance, it'll go to Joker. Now, bro, 3 MVPs for one dude. Come on, like check this out. There's only 3 players in the history of the NBA to win 3 MVPs back to back to back. Do you know those players?
uh good question. Mike.
No.
Okay, so it's got to be, man, back in the day, I guess, right? Because it's got to be way back. Bill Russell, those type of cats,
Bill Russell is one.
and Wilt.
Wilt is the other,
Okay,
and one more.
and there's another one. Uh, Jerry
Another
West.
all-time great. No, after that,
Give me.
Magic Johnson era,
Oh, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's the company: Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell. That would be the company that the great Nikola Jokic would be in with if he were to win a third MVP.
Okay. Wow.
The
Wow. I mean,
slightly better Mike Jaminski, Nikola Jokic would have his third MVP with no championships to speak for, because at this rate, they continue to lose. They're going to be a number 1 seed that's going to go down in the first round. Mark it. I said it. Whoever's in the 8 seed is going to take down Denver. Yeah, I said it.
wow.
And Embiid plays defense. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, sir. all the national narratives want to leave that out. They sure do, bro. They act like defense doesn't exist, but he's the leading scorer in the NBA. So it's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I know he's the leading scorer, and yeah, yeah, yeah. I know he plays better defense than Jokic, and yeah, yeah, yeah. I know they have almost the same identical record. But did you see that assist from Jokic last night? That was a hell of a pass. So listen, I'm just throwing it out there, bro. This is my last ditch effort to put it all out there for Embiid to win one of these three. He already lost the first two. Bro, there's also the narrative that I saw playing out. It's his turn narrative. I actually read this. There's a narrative now out there. You know what? He lost the last two. It was really close, but I think it's his turn this year. So we're there right now, bro. That's where we're at. Any comments on that, bro?
Well, I'll say this: in living in the era of participation medals and equal playing time, I can get behind the it's his turn. It's
Mhm.
only fair that JoJo gets a medal, just like Jokic. Listen, man. I mean, it's at the end of the day, bro. I would rather win the title.
Yeah, yeah, we
You know,
we know, we know.
I know because
That's like
whatever.
saying I would rather win the Super Bowl, and I don't care if Jalen Hurts won the MVP,
Yeah,
but we didn't win the Super Bowl, and I would love to have Jalen Hurts as the MVP. So
yeah.
one last stat, and this is for Splenda. He just said you're leaving out Giannis, and you know it's a season award, not just 6 games. LOL. Also, I agreed. Embiid is playing better down the stretch. So listen, since their 12-12 starts, the Sixers, they are 34-10 in their last 44 games. That's more than half the season. So the Sixers have been the best team in the league for the last 44 games. Just so you guys understand that. So that means they're winning 3.4 games for every one that they lose. Now, if you take that into the playoffs, you're going to win a championship, sir. So out of the last 44 games, bro, after that 12-12 start when Embiid was out for a couple of those, and so was Harden and Maxey as well, we're the hottest team in the league. So I'm sorry. Case closed.
All right. Well, listen, man. I hope for for my sake and the audience sake that Embiid gets it, and then Oz is able to, get the prize he's been after. So I mean, they say, dude. I mean, it's in his hands. So you can't ask for any better situation. If he
Yeah.
is successful and the team over those 2 games, then
Yeah, that's
things
right now.
should
It's his to lose right now. It's
yeah.
his to lose. These next 2 games are he has to go out and he has to dominate. And as far as Hail Mary's asking, what's the damn deal with your boy Slay staying or going?
He's
Slay
back.
is back. He never left the building. It was all hearsay. They restructured his deal. And like I told Tony, when you're playing a basketball game and you lose on a bullshit shot, somebody shoots up a three, Hail Mary three, and it goes in, and then you're sitting there like you should have won that game, and you say, you know what, run it back. And then somebody's like, no, I got that. No, stop, sit down, run it back. That's what the Eagles are doing right now. They're running it back. They got everybody back, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it to Kansas City, and we're going to take what was rightfully ours. Another Super Bowl for the Eagles. I'm calling it
All right.
MVP.
From your
Listen,
mouth.
there's a lot. Listen, I told you it was going to get spicy. But check it out. I got a lot of New Yorkers talking a lot of smack because, well, Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. Did you see the Knicks? They're in, number 6 seed, and they're balling really hard, man. Those Knicks are looking really good, and New York is back. You know what? Philly never left, baby. We here, we're dominating. We got the Phillies in the World Series. We got the Sixers in going to the National NBA championship. I'm telling you, with Joel Embiid winning the MVP, and then of course you had the Eagles going to the Super Bowl, and we running it back, baby. It's
All
our
right.
turn. Let's get it.
I like it. I like it. One thing I want to say. So Hail Mary asked if did you happen to see John the basketball card guy? What he found in
He
his
just
closet,
happened to find a sealed Game Boy
bro?
after
That's
all these years.
crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Uh, uh, a seal game. When I saw that, I was like, wow, man. And I right away I looked it up on eBay, and I'm like, man,
How
those
much?
things.
How
The
much is one
asking
of those?
prices there they are 5-figure asking prices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet.
yeah, yeah. So it's just crazy to and I
You know,
like I said, I
I'm
have some stuff that I it is, and these are not sealed Game Boys. These, sir, are These cousin Tony's gonna have a fire sale. What cousin Tony's gonna have? These are what I like to call my hobby mistakes, if you will. Uh, yeah. So I didn't find a Game Boy, but I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna tell you what I found. And this is all stuff that I bought when I was a young lad in the hobby. And now these all this stuff I'm gonna put it on eBay. I don't even care what I get. I just want it gone. And you're gonna laugh. So here's the first thing. This isn't good for the podcast
GMA
because you can't see
slabs.
it, but
No, it's a
yeah,
FGA
no,
slab.
actually none of this stuff is a slab, but it's just first one is Series Zero of the Tops MetaZoo.
Oh, bro, I'll buy that shit. Give me that right now.
Okay, well you're gonna buy all this stuff.
I'm taking
So
all your MetaZoo.
yeah, so that's that. Got that, which whatever. And then the theme of the night is gonna be MetaZoo. This I didn't even open. I don't even know what the hell this is. This is some kind of MetaZoo something. So there's that. And then the next thing is the hell
New
are these?
Jersey Devil.
These are for you guys to laugh. So like, see, I'm saying like most people always talk about. You hear a lot of people talk about their W's. These are cousin Tony's hobby L's, and so this is bro. I don't even know what the hell this is. Look, these
Let's
are
see. Drum roll, please. Let's get it. Let's
oh,
get it.
like I said, more MetaZoo. These are MetaZoo pins.
Oh, bro, I want those.
This is a limited edition pin and promo card set. So this one is what the hell is this? Like a blue ox, Babe the blue.
Yo, Babe the Blue Ox, bro.
Yeah, I
You know
got
how dope that is?
listen.
Show me those other ones. Those
Yeah,
are
bro.
kind of
This is
nice.
I got Babe the blue ox.
Do you have
Nah,
the
Hail
Jersey
Mary. I
Devil?
didn't even open it. We got a caller. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, after I do this, we got some kind of fake ass Charizard here.
Oh,
This
I
is
don't know
like
who that is.
I have no idea who this is, but I got him.
Fake ass Charizard.
Wait, who? Wait, oh, actually, it's here. His name is Piazza Bird, and
Oh,
then we
yeah.
got here. This is like the I guess this is like the main dude on their thing. This is Mothman.
Yeah, Mothman, bro. That's
So
the guy.
I
That's
got
the
all
Michael
this.
Jordan of meta.
Okay. So hold on. Let me bring in our caller in real quick and I'll share the rest of these.
Oh, we got a caller?
Yeah, we do. Hold on. Just want to
Shout
make
out to
sure.
Papa Jim. Shout out to Big John.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let me see. All right, here we go, man. This the man, the myth, the legends. Mr. Sal
Oh, there he
Travato.
is.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Excellent, brother.
Living the
Welcome.
dream, brother.
Absolutely, man. Just want to hop on real quick and say what's up, man.
Yo, digging it, digging it.
How was
We
the Philly show for you guys, man? I didn't get a chance to catch up with you there. I'm sorry I missed you, man. I was bummed when I saw all your pictures and stuff.
It was good, man. Like to me, it was packed. It was, the vibe was nice. We were there with Rob, the sports card therapist, and Ken Cairns, Mr. Sports Card Lessons. So we met up with them and hung out for a while, but we really didn't pick up anything. None of us did.
Yeah.
Rob goes to these shows all the time, and so do Ken. And they were like, "Yo, these dealers were kind of high today." So I don't know. What were you doing any shopping, or you were just running around?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking actually for. I've been in the market for a Jordan. Last time we talked, I said that was on my to-do list this year. So I was shopping around, but surprisingly, there was not a lot of them to be had there. I feel like the last show in September, December, there was a ton around. But this time around, I think I saw maybe 3 or 4 total, and they were all in the 3 to 4 PSA BGS range.
Okay.
And for that price point, they were still a little high. So I'm not going to sell it short. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I was looking for at least like a 5 or a 6, in that range. But I was surprised. Maybe that means that the market for him is high, is picking up, because there wasn't a lot of them around. So, but I did pick up a few nice vintage cards. I picked up a few memorabilia pieces. I got a Jalen Hurts 16x20 from my man Brad. Picked up and I dropped off a couple items to be signed on Sunday because I wasn't able to make it on Sunday, but I had 1980 pieces that I wanted to get done. So I got Schmidt on my 80 ball, and I was saving the sweet spot for them. So it came out perfect. The autograph looked perfect on it. I had a nice 16 by 20 that I needed done. So I got my share, you know.
Yeah.
They got their money's worth out of me, that's for sure. So
Nice.
That's awesome. It's funny you say that about the Jordan, because the first Philly show that Oz and I went to, I went specific, and there were none, like
really,
next to none. And it's weird how that. And then obviously when it booms and everybody, you know, it all comes out and everybody's, you know, there you could throw a rock and you hit 30 of them. But I do agree. Like looking around, I don't remember seeing too many of those. It was a lot of
Vintage.
a lot of vintage. There's always
yeah.
vintage. I mean, if you
There's
want
always
vintage,
a good amount of vintage at the
yeah,
Philly show. It's one of the best vintage shows in the country for sure.
Yeah.
If you're in the market for some vintage cards, definitely should be on your bucket list to check this one out. Again, though, I do feel like, you know, the vendors might have been a little high this go around. I wasn't crazy about the setup of how they had it laid out this year. It was in a different room than it was for the last show.
it
And
needs to
this,
be in the A
yeah,
hall, but the problem
yeah.
was there was a pet convention going on over there, and
That place was on and popping, bro.
listen,
Yeah, the pet convention was lit.
Man, yeah, I saw you take a picture with a cow or something.
I pulled into the spot and this thing is staring me right in the face. I was like, whoa, what the heck is going on here? But yeah, I mean, I wasn't crazy about the way they had it laid out with the autograph booth or, you know, the queue right in the center there. It created such a log jam right in that area. And then the food vendor along that line there was another log jam. So I don't know if it was a good thing for the vendors or a bad thing, because they had a lot of people just standing around in that area waiting.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it didn't create too much,
I mean,
traffic.
the hottest spot was there was like a little booth that you could sit at right by the bathroom right there, and there was a guy set up who was making all kinds of deals. Like even Rob was stopping by trying to get deals from this one dude. He just had his eye on
that guy's a little.
Yeah.
The last time he was set up there, his stuff was scattered he was a little bit more organized this time around. But the last time he had stuff scattered, he was pulling things and whipped out.
Oh, brother, but that was like prime. That was prime real estate, because there was like 50 guys lined up to take a piss, and he's like right there, just like, yo, I got whatever you need, bro.
Yeah, I say move it back to the casino, in my opinion, man. There was something about that venue that I really loved, you know.
Yeah, I hear it's tighter in the casino. The parking is a nightmare in the casino. It's like at least the parking there is a little better, but yeah, I definitely agree with the way that it's laid out, where the autograph area gets so packed, and there people are just on, like, if I'm a vendor back there, I'm not having a good yeah, there's people around, but they're just all just hovering and just waiting to go to the autograph booth. And the one thing, I actually reached out to the show, and the way that they do the will call, it makes no sense, man. You can go online, you can buy a ticket, but then you have to wait in line, you know, will call obviously, but the line for the will call takes longer than
it was longer. Yeah, it was longer than just the door to get in. I should have just bought my tickets there, you know.
So it's the
I heard your boy was with you, and he was like, I just went ahead and paid the $15, and Sal just waited.
That's it's not it definitely needs to be in the bigger hall, and because it's a really popular show, and there's tons of people there, and it's cool. But those are the little things that if you can improve from a great show it'll just be an amazing show.
Yeah, it was packed. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I did hear some of my buddies had some tables there, and they said that it was for them sales wise, it was one of the best that they've had. So, you know, I mean, if that's the case across the board, then maybe they're doing things right. I mean,
the people were definitely there. So if you were willing to wheel and deal, that's the thing. Some of these guys that get there and they're like, oh, I'm not budging off my prices, or I'm going to try, you know, I know what I'm into it for. So if I don't get it, I'm not budging. But if you're there and you're willing to work with these people, the traffic was there. The foot traffic, you could barely, like you said, at times it was tough to get around, and that's a pretty big space. So yeah, man, you could have made a killing if you were willing to work with some people there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob, sports card therapist. Shout out to Erica, love what you collect. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Big John in the house, Papa Jim, and the Cardboard Trap House.
Papa Jim, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet online.
I know. I got he's from out west.
He's in Texas. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So he always, every time I post something about Eagles and Dallas sucks, he always comments like, nice. You know, he thinks it's funny. So he's got a good sense of humor about it, which is
nice.
Appreciate
nice.
But I'm actually going to be setting up for my first card show that I'm doing ever. I mean, I did card shows when I was a little kid, you know, like teenager wise.
Mhm.
But I'm going to be doing my first one. I'm sponsoring the Brotherly Love card show that's coming up in
Nice.
April.
All right.
The guy that runs it, Frank and Delco Rips,
Yes.
great guys. So I'm excited to set up my first table here. So
Delco Rips.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So
Awesome.
that's part of the reason I was at the Philly show, was trying to get some inventory, you
Okay.
know, and that
Yeah.
I can you know, have a nice looking table for my first run. So we'll see how it goes.
Good luck.
If you
Good
guys
luck,
are in
brother.
the area, stop by. It's in Voorhees, New Jersey,
There we
April
go.
16th. So
Appreciate it. I know that Rob, if he's still in here, um I was at the show set up with him, and one guy was like he needed inventory. Rob had like 3 binders. Guys like, I'll take,
nice.
just give me the binders. I need the inventory. Which, by the way, Rob, this is the man right here, Sal. Sal's actually helping us out. Big thank you to Sal publicly here, helping us out with the trade night, man. He's working on something for us. Can't wait to put that thing out there.
I wish I could make it and out to the Nationals. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it. We'll see. I don't know.
Make it happen, Captain. Come on, we need you. We need you.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm working. You know, I'm planting the seeds now with the misses. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. I've been doing. You know what? I got to plan a little bit more. I already put all the money and bought everything, and I'm kind of like still not even have talked to her yet. So it's like I'm just assuming it's gonna happen.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I hope you guys have a great night, and I'm going to hop off. I'm going to listen to the rest of the podcast, but thanks for letting me hop on.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you guys as always, man. It was great seeing you, and we'll catch up soon. All right.
Appreciate you, brother. See you.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, you got it. So, real quick, I got just 2 little quick more boxes. This, I don't even know what the hell this is. Like I said, this is cousin Tony's hobby mistakes, following people, influencers, dudes, pumpers, dumpers, you know, all this crap. This is more MetaZoo stuff, bro. Look, this is the first time I open all this stuff.
What is that?
These
These
are spell books.
Ooh, bro, I'm telling you, I'm dead ass. If you're looking to get rid of them, I'll take them off your hands.
Yeah, I don't. They're just taking up space here in my house, and
yeah, you don't need that stuff.
Yeah, you can have. Hey, listen, if you're a millionaire one day, you can thank me that I made it happen. You know what I mean? So definitely, I need to. I need to sell these.
Save your duckies. Yeah. Save those duckies right there. You know, give me that.
Yeah.
So Rob was there. He said basically dealers, the dealers he talked to were 2 to 3 times over comps. You know, so
yeah, that's it's I think actually it was the commission, I forget, somebody said, or dealers are usually quick to, when the price goes up, to affect, you know, get those prices updated, but very slow when it's the other way around. And you know, I get it, but that's
today's price is not yesterday's price. Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that just goes back to just doing research, or asking people for help, because yeah, I mean, those guys, a lot of those guys have been there for a long time, and I mean, I'll be honest, man, they've been getting over, you know. They've been getting over, and it's not a cool thing, man. Like I said, the commish said, he goes, some of the stuff had 2021 price stickers, and you know, it's he's right. And yeah, Steve says, he goes, I appreciate vintage, but some vintage dealer I've come across living under the planet when it comes to pricing. I think that Rob, who's in here, he can attest to that. Actually, yeah, there he is. Rob says, yeah, it's true. Some of the guys, it was tough, man. There's the one guy, he's there every show, and I see him, and he has the Wilt Chamberlain rookie. I have the same card, same grade. The IOP on mine is way better than his, and has it priced twice, 2x of what it's going for. And it's been like that. And
yeah,
you know,
a lot of those dealers, when it comes to that, you know, they've been collecting their whole lives. And we talk about the diamond hands and how they'll hold on to their stuff, that, you know, their inventory for as long as they can. And it's almost at that point where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna sell it, but I'm gonna sell it for what I think it's worth, not necessarily, you know, you could take your comps and you can shove it.
That's huge. Is I think that when you whip out the phone right away, and they don't
get insulted.
Yeah, they're not about that life, bro. They're back from the old school days where it was all kept on the hush hush. Oh, we're gonna like they do up in Canada with the O.P.G. Gretzky.
What's the Gretzky going this week? 10K? Okay, nobody less than 10K.
Yeah. So I think that yeah, there's a little bit of, they're like, you know, insulted. Maybe that's a strong word, but definitely like maybe set back like, wait, this is the price, so we're just gonna negotiate
Yeah.
off of that. Like, yeah, but you're
Here they
way
go.
off.
Here they go with the goddamn phone again. Yeah, newfangled apps. Take that app and shove it. Your alt,
Yeah, yeah, all that
your
stuff.
card ladder.
Yeah, so I mean, is what it is, man. And then what's wild is that you get further back in the room, everybody has their phones out.
Yeah, yeah,
Dealers
yeah. That's when it gets a
is
little bit younger, a little bit more modern, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The dealers, the vintage dealers, you don't see them messing around too much with the phone. The price is what it's they
yeah,
set it at, and then you can negotiate off of that if
right.
you want. They don't give a crap what the hell the comp is.
Yeah, you want to talk about a mistake, bro? I'm gonna give you here. Let me open this up.
Yes, I love hobby mistakes.
And bro, honestly, this wasn't a mistake. I got this thrown in, but I it was actually free.
Okay,
But I get a kick out of it anyway.
okay.
And this is an Iverson.
Oh, give me one
Let's
second. Let me
see.
blow you up here. There you go.
Yeah, so this is a Topps Chrome Allen
Wait, is
Iverson.
that FFG? Yes, that's my favorite
Yes,
grading company.
FGS, the Fugazi grading system. Fugazi grading slabs. It's actually, you can look on the back on it. It's finest grading service is
Okay,
what it is.
okay.
But FGS is it's just funny, bro. That's as Fugazi as it gets when it comes to grading. But it still has the sticker on it and everything, the peel.
Okay.
It's a
Well, I
legit
mean,
card. Now, is
maybe,
it a Gem Mint 10?
maybe.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Did the sports card therapist just change his avatar to Oz? That is fantastic.
What?
Oh man, yeah, you're gonna have to crack that and see what that comes back at.
Cross it over.
But yo, listen, I got some beef with your and like I said, anytime something goes wrong with the post office, it's your fault, and I
Of
need
course
you.
it is. I'm
Yeah,
in charge of everything. You know that.
hell yeah. Today I had my first card that says it was delivered, and I didn't get the card.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was
Now
looking at
was
my
it wasn't signature or anything. It was just scanned as delivered.
scanned as delivered. Yeah, it was luckily it was only a $5 card, but still, I wanted it because it ties actually into the card of the week that we're gonna talk about. But yeah, it says it was delivered. Got the mail. Checked. I went back to the mailbox 3 times. I'm opening the mailbox like if
It's gonna
something
appear.
happened, but um, yeah, it wasn't there. But
Did you well now you have a good relationship with your carrier, right? Do
very
you
much
know if
so.
he was on the route today or
I do not. So I'm hoping to be around tomorrow when he comes around. And I'll see if I can catch up with him. That's very important, man. Having a good relationship with your carrier. I'm not even joking. Like that's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's kind of cool because I mean, bro, like you hold a lot of power, or like people are depending on you. So
Yeah,
like if you're like a jerk to your mailman,
yeah.
he can kind of be jerk right back. But before we continue this, Erica makes a good point. She said most definitely a rough time buying at the Philly show, not the best buying experience of at all. Best buying experience at all. If you're going to buy, you have to hold on because it will be a rough ride. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was tough, dude. That was a tough, and it was like overwhelming sentiment of a lot of people who are,
Yeah.
I feel like, more experienced collectors.
That's the thing. If you weren't experienced, this was your first show or a younger kid, you know about the hobby, but you're not all about the comps and going to shows on the regular. You're going to see a card, you want it, got the FOMO going, everybody's there. So, it looks like it's legit. Yeah, let me pay that price. Oh,
Mhm.
I got it for 25. I'll give it to you for 2,200, kid. And the kid doesn't even check the comps and it's, going for 1,500,
Yeah,
and then you got jacked. So, there was
yeah, yeah,
definitely deals being made, but if you're in the know and you've been doing it, yeah,
yeah.
they were high.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It wasn't cool. Kamish asked if they gave me the right tracking info. I'm gonna double check it again. Because it was kind of a bummer. I was like, oh, my card's coming today, and it's the first time it's ever happened. And like I said, the delivery dude, he gives it he takes care of me real nice. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it a day or two. I actually wonder if maybe one of my neighbors got it.
That's another thing. It could have
Yeah,
been misdelivered to someone else, another address. The main thing, whenever that happens, first things first, try to get a hold of your mailman, see if he was there. And if
yeah,
he says, yeah, bro, I did deliver it, it's more than likely got delivered to one of your neighbors or maybe another street. We're not perfect. It
yeah,
happens.
yeah,
There's times where we misdeliver things. And what they can do is They check the tracking number if you call the post office. If you can get through to somebody and actually talk to someone in management, you can give them the tracking number, and then from there they can look at it. All our trackers, where our scanners have GPS, so they can see exactly where we scanned that item delivered, and tell you, oh, listen, it was delivered to same number, but on 25th Street instead of
Yeah,
26th Street, and then
I got you. Yeah,
then
yeah, I
it's
know
up
that.
to then you got to hope and pray whoever got it delivered to them is nice enough to be like, hey,
Yeah,
yeah, this isn't mine.
I got you. Yeah, it's like, and it's weird here. Like, where I live, and like it's like a weird street, and then behind me, I've gotten stuff like it's weird. So I live behind me, and then there's like a mountain, and then behind that there's like houses. So it's kind of weird the way this is set up over there. And I've gotten stuff that belongs to other people. And the first time I moved here, I took the GPS and I went up the road. I have a dead end road. And I went all the way to the top of the thing. I was like, I guess it goes here. I just left it at the person's house because the GPS said it was there, but then turned out here it was like right behind my house. But so
Yeah,
yeah, I'll just wait out a day or two. And luckily,
if
dude,
that's the thing, if it wasn't your regular and it was somebody else filling in for him, and you
yeah,
get into these funky rural routes with mountains and hills and
yeah,
back roads, then who knows what the hell can happen.
yeah, yeah. So like I said, hopefully it shows up, and because if it would have been a really expensive car, dude, I would have been
Yeah.
freaking out. But luckily it wasn't. So what's
Rob says to keep the faith, Tone.
You got it, brother. I appreciate the avatar. Rob's having fun over there. He's like he's making avatars of us, and he's doing a great job. And I'm picking up on everything you do there, Mr. Therapist. So
Yeah.
Oz,
Yes, sir.
let's get into that mail day, brother.
Oh, yes, since you didn't get yours, if you guys haven't listened, make sure you check out the Wolfpack content. I had a really dope episode with Craig, New York City Sports Cards, and we talked about our PC evolution and where we're at right now. And I talked and I let him know that these probably 3 days ago, I went ahead and I splurged a little on some cards. I've been trying to save my duckies to go to the National. But I saw some things that I was like, man, I think I got to pick these up. Now, everybody knows me. They know I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, right? Everybody knows that. So I
I know
figure,
you're a Michael Jackson fan, and I know the commish is Irish.
there you go.
All right.
And Tony, you are the
He hates
Clemente
everything.
guy. Well, you hate everything but Clemente.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I had to go ahead and since I'm the Michael Jackson guy, I had to put my money where my mouth is. At this point, up until this point in time, I only had one Michael Jackson card. I mean, I bought the sealed box at the National that I never opened up, and I have some sealed packs. But as far as a card that was graded, stuff like that, I've always looked at them and I was like, man, should I pull the trigger? And then I ended up buying something else. But I went ahead and I bought 3 the other night. I received 2 of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with the oldest one first. This is from 1975. This is the Mr. Softy Michael Jackson Pop Stars. It's a very unique card.
Hold on,
It's an
Mr. Softy, like the ice cream?
ice cream.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. So, and it's in a very big slab. So if
Hold
you
on.
want to go ahead and zoom up on there.
Oh, okay.
So that's Michael, 1975.
Like a die cut.
Yeah, bro, it's like a star.
Hmm.
So it's Michael when he was very young, and the back of it, has a little bio on him. It basically says, Michael Jackson, welcome to Michael, the second youngest brother of the Jackson 5 family. Michael lives with his family in Encino, California, in a bungalow-style house, complete with a huge swimming pool. He's always full of fun and is a great friend with lots of other people, including Donny Osmond. That's how old that is.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
1975. The
That's
second
great.
Joan I got is from 1980. So this is Mike with the Jerry
Wait,
curl.
before you go to that, is that a sticker?
This one is
No, the previous
the
one.
other one. No,
Okay,
doesn't
so
look
just
like
a die cut.
it's just a die cut.
Okay.
This one is from Panini, 1980 Panini, Michael Jackson, The Rock and Pop Collection, Mint 8. So that's Mike with the Jerry curl. All right.
Mike
So
had
this one,
the thick neck there. He must have been lifting at that
Michael
time.
was lifting at that point. So still in his early 20s, Michael Jackson has been an international star more than half his life. His greatest success has been his recent Off the Wall album, which became double platinum in America. The album has been source of 3 consecutive top 10 singles. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, rock with you, and off the wall. Despite his solo success, Michael is still very much involved with the Jacksons.
Hmm, okay.
So I got me some PSA slab
Now,
Michael.
how'd you I mean, I know that you have goat said hair goals for sure. Um, so do you have what do you have? What's one of your save searches? Like you just had like Michael Jackson PSA and these things
Yeah,
pop up
Michael
or
Jackson PSA. And
okay.
there was a gentleman that was having a fire sale, and he had these up for the prices were very high on these Jones.
Yeah,
And I went ahead and I just followed it. I put the nice little heart
yeah.
emoji, like highlighted that, and within 10 seconds, I got a 45. No, what was it? A 75% discount. I got the sports car therapist discount on it,
Nice.
and I was like, man, I can't pass this up. I was looking at comps, and I was like, man, I'm snagging this right now.
Nice.
And then the Mr. Softy I won on auction for half of the bin price, which was good.
Okay. Huh.
And yeah,
That's always a positive, man. Like I had Steve said Prince Prince would post Michael up.
nah, bro, Prince was like 5'2", dog.
Yeah,
Michael would
but he
dunk
was
on his head.
nice. Yeah, but Prince was nice.
He was nice, but Mike don't. I mean, Michael couldn't dribble worth a damn. Yeah,
No,
yeah, he
no,
might be.
yeah. He did like Stanley in The Office. I don't know if you ever seen that episode where they play basketball. But
Yeah,
um that's cool. I remember I was just in negotiations with I told you about the one card, and that's one thing. Like now I'm not afraid to shoot my shot
yeah,
because sometimes these dudes put up these crazy prices, and it's like if somebody not know whatever they might buy it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna shoot my, say, hey, um, I offered him like damn near 50% of what he was asking for, and he came back and we ended up like almost like at 60% of what he was asking. We never got it done, but the point was that like it wasn't as insulting as I thought it would be. I mean, some people might be, but he the guy actually took my offer into consideration because I figured, dude, how long is this car gonna be sitting here and nobody's
yeah.
really.
And that's the thing. If you have a safe search of something that you've been looking at and you've seen it's been there for literally it's been there over a year, right?
Yep, yep. Yeah,
Y-
yeah, that's been
with
there forever. That car was
Yeah,
there
with the
forever.
same price, and
Yeah.
he hasn't changed the price. It's like for this, for example, there's a let me see, I'll pull it up. There's a Michael Jackson, one of those stickers. You know
Mhm.
how they had the Prism Jewel stickers
Yeah.
for the Michael Jordan. So there was actually one that I had lost on an eBay auction, and the thing went for at the moment in time, I think it went for $50. And
Okay.
I think I bid like it was only at $8 with 3 seconds left. So I put in a bid of $47, thinking, oh, I got this. And somebody, just outbid me by 50. And that was the last comp. So this dude has the same sticker, not slabbed up. It's just raw. And he's been, ever since that, he's had it up there for $400. And I'm like, dude, it just sold for 50. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, how the hell are you gonna have it for $400? And he has it, dude. It's been over a year, and it's still the same damn thing.
Is his screen name Philly Show Dealer?
let, me, let me see if I
Nah,
can
shout
find.
out to the Philly Show Dealers, man. They're out there doing their thing, man. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were giving I don't want to talk smack. That's our hometown.
No, no, no.
Philly Show's been around for. That's one of the mainstays when it comes to the hobby. They've been around forever, and that's like we talked about when it comes to vintage. That's the place to go.
Okay.
So yeah, let me see if I can find this thing
Yeah.
real quick.
So Steve says Michael is better than Prince in music. Prince is better than Michael in hoops. And Rob says with the beautiful avatar, says Stanley is better than MJ in hoops. So yeah, there's the breakdown for all that stuff. What do you got?
All right, so that
Oh,
is
that thing.
yep.
Okay.
So that's a sticker. So this
Okay.
dude's asking $500, $499.
That's the
And
one you've been telling me about for like ever, right?
bro, yeah, I
Yeah, okay,
lost.
I
I,
remember
I
that.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
messing
that's
around
right.
with my
Yeah,
daughter. We were waiting in the parking lot, and I
yeah.
told her, "Listen, I'm gonna win this." It was so cheap; it was like $8, and I put in a $47 bid and lost that at 50.
Yeah. Isn't
So
it
now,
wild how those jewel stickers, man, they've become a like
yeah. So now I'm looking. There's actually two other ones that are a
okay.
little bit. One's for
Well,
130 and one's for 201. So I might have to make an offer. The thing is, I don't.
not anymore. Steve just bought one and Rob just bought the other. So
I'm just wondering now, what I mean, I don't trust these ones that are not slabbed up. The one
yeah,
that I actually was bidding on was, authenticated.
yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah. That's a tough leap of faith there, brother. But um, you know. But so I guess we'll kind of come down the home stretch here with your new segment, Mr. Card of the Week.
Card of the week, baby.
I can go
Oz's
first if you
and
want.
Tony's card of the week. Did you want to
Yeah,
go ahead? I'll let you go first, bro.
yeah, I go first because this actually the card that I didn't get ties into this one. So this is the base. Like I told you before, I'm building this set 2021 Chrome Tops Chrome Platinum, and this is the Clemente, the base version there with all
Nice.
this, you know. So it's actually pretty like these Chrome base cards, man. They're pretty nice, man.
Oh, I
Like
love the Chrome, bro. They just
there
they
you go.
pop, dude.
So what I bought today and didn't come in was the refractor of this raw,
Okay.
and I don't know. I guess we'll get it at some point. But I need one more card, man,
To complete the rainbow.
of the numbered ones. Yeah, I try to shoot my shot again this week at the guy who has one, and didn't work out. And I keep checking eBay all the time, and still didn't come up. But
So as usual, Rob's philosophies are flawed. He has New York City's better than Philly. He obviously wasn't here for the
it's okay.
to get schooled on the ways of Philly and New York these days. You need to go back and revisionist history is a hell of a drug there, Mr. Sports Card Therapist.
Sports
It's
card
Philly's.
therapist.
Yeah,
He's killing it,
it,
in the chat.
it's Philly's turn.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, those
killing it in the
the
chat.
early '80s stickers are worth a lot of money, especially Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that jewel sticker is
Yeah, that jewel is off the hook. Yo,
crazy,
I
man.
seen a nice Dr. J one, bro, graded.
Yeah,
It was dope, and that one cost a pretty penny.
that
It was-
is.
I like that DJ Sports Cards pick on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So Steve bought the Michael Jackson, and it has a new price tag on it, so it's on the eBay.
So,
You can check that out. It's
what was it?
under
69 million?
yeah, it's under Sweet Steve Splendor Sports Cards. Check that out. But yeah, dude, real quick though, yeah, like Rob says here in the thing, in those early '80s stickers, those are the things, man, that like I said, if you know, you know, they're starting to gain. I mean, they have. I mean, dude, now there's people that debate that that's the original Jordan rookie.
Yeah, right.
Like, sheesh.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, coming
Oh
up,
yeah.
make sure you check out on Monday Cousins Collectibles podcast. We're not going to give out who it is, but you're going to get schooled. We have one of the premier gentlemen in the hobby when it comes to rookie cards. Got to check it out. It's a wealth of knowledge. You won't be disappointed.
My man has put in more time researching the rookie card than Oz spent in front of the mirror on the moonwalk.
And that, sir, is a long time.
Yeah.
That
So
was
what?
more than half my life.
Yeah, you're still doing it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So what's
All right, so Oz's card of the week. Now, in honor of the NCAA tournament, in honor of being MVP, talk between Jokic and Embiid, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna combine the two. I
Rock
have the
chalk.
2021 Panini Flawless number 57 Joel Embiid Platinum 101 Diamond in his Kansas uniform.
Nice.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. MVP of the NBA and in his Kansas uniform to represent for the NCAA tournament. Best of both worlds. SGC 10. Can't go wrong with that.
Mm.
Love it. One of my favorites in my collection. Bought that raw. Got it graded at the last national. Came back at 10. Word up. Love it.
That's nice. That's nice. Speaking of graded, oh yeah, Steve, I appreciate that, man. That's why it's nice to have your hobby friends, man. Steve was at a show and he sent me the one Clemente, and I was like, dude, I've seen that set. I'm like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole yet. There's too many of freaking these newer sets to chase with Clemente. But so we put, oh dude, did you tell the people with your Iverson submission? Did we talk about that?
Oh
Did you
no.
send it?
No.
'Cause we almost screwed that up again.
Yeah, well, hey, the jury's still out. It might have been I screwed up twice. So at the Philly show, we were there. We didn't realize that PSA had a booth set up. And if you guys have been listening to our last couple lives, we were talking about how when we did our group submission, we sent out the Allen Iverson card, which I had gotten the Ken Carl 101 that last national and had gotten signed by Allen Iverson there. had the sticker of authentication from TriStar right on the back of the card. We sent it in just to get authenticated, not the card graded, just to get the auto, get it slabbed up real nice. So we sent it out, was gone for 5 months. PSA sends it back, do not hold her. They rejected it. And apparently there was a miscommunication. They thought they were to grade the card. It's an art card. Obviously, that wasn't the case. And they just sent it back. So as we hit the Philly show, first thing Tony points out, yo, PSA's here, bro. Do you have your card? I'm like, no, I don't have it. He's like, well, it looks like you're going to have to go make a trip back because you should just go ahead and have them, talk to them, see if you can get credit and see what they can do. And come to find out, my brother was on his way to the Philly show. So I just had him stop by at my house. My daughter had him give him the card. He brought it to me. I didn't have to make the trip back. So then we go ahead and we stop at the PSA booth. I told him exactly what happened. I showed him the do not holder. It was exactly how I got it back. The sticker said do not holder, the serial number. And he was like, yeah, I don't know, why that happened. He's like, but yeah, you can go ahead and submit it. We'll encapsulate it for you, no problem. So I just grabbed the form. I start filling it out. I get it all done. I hand it to the guy. And he was like, oh, man, that's the wrong form. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what do you mean? It says auto authentication. He's like, no. You want the encapsulation form. And I look at Tony. I'm like, bro, how complicated is this, dude? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, so I had to crumble that one up.
Hold on before you finish. Let me bring our next guy in. But he always comes in to close the show. But yeah, like it's weird because you tell the guy what you want. You say, hey, I want this thing authentic, and he's like, yeah, well, just grab the sheet.
Yeah,
like it's almost, I'm like, what? Why is this like this? Like this is like insane. But let me bring in the guy who probably is responsible for all this mess.
Yeah. The guy to blame for this.
Yeah, no.
With the smoking gun.
Yeah, Commish, what's going on, brother? Well, the commish is not ready. The commish, turn your radio off and turn your phone on there, sir.
What did they say?
As
Long time, first time.
Long time, first time. So as the commission is getting ready, and feel free to chime in whenever you want. But yeah, brother. So you after you realized that you screwed up, because then you fill out the thing, and then we had another thing. But go ahead.
Yeah. So then I had to fill out the encapsulation form. So then I go ahead and do that. I hand it to the guy. Everything is cool. I'm living life. I give my credit card number. It's $48. I didn't get the credit back. They said there was nothing they could do for the 50 that I got charged. Whatever. I was just happy to get it into PSA's hands. I got a certification number. I'm good to go. Later on that day, something pops in my head, and I was like, shit. And I text Tony. I was like, bro, I screwed up. He's like, what?
Nah,
said,
dude.
what?
Even before that, because I was
What?
like, yo, because you filled out the paper, and I said, yo, Now, do they know that they're supposed to just authenticate the autograph, right? And you go, I don't know. He goes, it just says encapsulation form. I'm like, oh, so they're just gonna encapsulate it for you and just give it right back to you. And then you had to go back to the dude again and be like, hey, does this
Yes, I had to make sure that it was all, that they were just going to go ahead and authenticate it, the auto, and just encapsulate it. So that was cool. Later on the day, it had just popped in my head that I gave them the card exactly as I got it back from PSA with the do not holder sticker on the actual top loader that it was in. So I'm just hoping and praying. They already charged me $48. I seen the charge on there. I'm just hoping and praying that they don't get it. The guy at the grader looks at it, do not holder, goes ahead, rejects it, and sends it right back. Bro, if that happens, I'm gonna like flip. I'm gonna be so freaking pissed, man.
Do you think that you should maybe try to contact them?
Yeah. They just charged my card yesterday, so I gotta, obviously they took the money out, so it's in at least in the system.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out exactly, take the steps to see who to call, who to contact, just to make sure, bro. Because that's been on my mind the last couple of days. Like,
yeah. So, Kamish, what's going on, brother? No, Kamish, you're on mute there, sir. So, no, yeah. I don't know what you got going on there.
You got to check your settings, go into audio, and make sure you're.
The commission's had one too many pints. He's this is a big weekend for the commission. So
he looks good. He looks good.
Down. Yeah,
he has the nice Irish, the clover hat.
Yeah. So we can see him. We just cannot hear him. So, nope, still can't hear you. So as the commission pours yet another Guinness, and he'll figure it out. He'll be right in. But Yeah, Steve says I don't blame his paperwork's beta and stupid. It was weird, man. It was like a lot of filling out of papers and this and that and the other stuff. And
Yeah, he said
I don't know,
the
man.
goat collector said BCCG finna authenticate.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, it was just strange, man. You're like filling this whole thing out and it's like,
Bro,
man,
it
hopefully.
was, it was kind of like winning the Dominican Republic Puerto Rico game. You win, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, yeah, I just busted, blew out my knee, not knowing that I just gave him the do
Yeah.
not holder sticker, and it's gonna come sent right back to me. I'm just gonna be like,
It's
Jesus.
gonna come back from Fugazi grading services.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
but well, I guess the commish may or may not be joining us. I hear. Oh wait, now he's hold on. Let's try to unmute the commish here real quick. Let's see what happens.
Well,
There
now.
you go.
There it is.
Hey,
Hey, sound like Fonzie there.
listen, that is epic. That it's the night before St. Patrick's Day. You cannot get on right.
I can't.
You got the Guinness in hand.
That can't get right. Take a swing.
Yeah. So,
I was just I was coming in here, Oz, to show your smoking gun.
There it is. Go ahead and
yeah.
so we have right there.
Yeah, that's
You
PSA.
see 2022 Ken Carl Platinum, PSA DNA only, no grade. So that was what was submitted to the guy that Mr. Beans at the local card shop.
I added no grade. I added that.
Yes.
Because I wanted to make sure, because I wasn't going to be responsible for it. But
right. So it was submitted correctly. We did not want well, that could have been taken as one or two things. No grade on the auto, but then they might have thought
listen,
the card being graded.
With the way it was set up and kind of goofy, and you there with at the show and still filling out the wrong form.
Yeah,
It's
anything
very you can see it's very easy for these things to happen.
Doing that with the no holder thing, you're going to have that thing by at least Tuesday or Wednesday back.
Yeah. Here, take that back.
You're right back. So, and that's why Steve says, he goes, Steve is very honest. He says he's a little too low IQ for paperwork and online submission, so he just sends off to somebody else. So, but commish, brother, happy. What's the proper term? I want to make sure that we, is it Happy St. Patrick's Day or
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Happy Patty's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patties with D's, not with T's.
Not with T's. Okay.
No T's. A patty is it's a slab of meat on a burger or a woman's name.
Fair enough.
For St. Patrick's Day, it's Patty with a D.
Look of the Irish.
So what's on tap for tomorrow other than sorting cards?
Guinness. That's what's on tap.
Okay.
I got some Guinness. I got some Jameson, some Smittix.
Okay.
Some Harp. We're doing a Guinness. We're doing a Guinness beef stew. Don't you know?
Okay. All right. That's very good. I'm gonna have my 1 yearly Guinness and probably some pizza.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Ooh, Italian birthday cake.
Yeah, for sure. So
all right, I got a question for you guys. NCAA tournament. You got these 2 days this weekend coming up. Is this the best time of the year for a sports fan, or would you consider, say, the NFL wild card weekend, say, Saturday and Sunday, those 2 days? Which one would you consider a better 2 days of sports?
I'll let Kamish go because I know his answer. He'll go first.
My answer.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it would just be wild card weekend, but I do know that this is like for a lot of sports fans. I'm not as always the hoops fan, but I know a lot of people get into the college tournament. A lot of people follow college more than NBA sometimes, it seems. So maybe I'll defer to this weekend because it's, you still have, so you got the college tournament on, you still got basketball, pro basketball, you got baseball. Everybody's getting excited for baseball starting up. You got hockey still going on. So the only thing missing right now this time of year is football.
Yeah.
And maybe if the USFL or the XFL or you have something, but you got 4 of the 5, sports going on, including college.
Yeah. And you sprinkle in a little St. Patty's Day.
A little St. Patty's Day magic.
Yeah. Listen, I think that I've spent this week, these 2 days historically, like from like noon to like 10 on a bar stool. I love it. Like I just watching game to game to game. Like and like the fact that it's a tournament, it's not, and there's not like anything else. Like it's a one and done. I mean, obviously NFL, but like it's just different, man. And you see different styles of play. You'll see a little. Everybody loves the upset stuff, and that's cool. But you'll see just different ways of going about it. And to me, there's nothing else like it. It's cool. I know they keep expanding the field. I was a little worried about that, but I was watching they call them the first four or something like that. I forget what it's called. But I watched that, and it was dope. But obviously NFL trumps all, but it's a different aspect though, because I think like when you sit there and you watch 8 games going on at once, NFL it's usually only 2, something like that. So it's totally different vibe, but it's sweet. And then you put like tomorrow you have the tournament, and you put St. Patrick's Day on top of that. Oh man, it's gonna be dope. I mean I'll be there for a little bit, but not as long as I used to stick around. But it's definitely a fun. It's cool. It's cool.
One last question. Favorite food to eat during the NCAA tournament?
For Neil, it's shepherd's pie. For me, it would be it's easy. It's wings or a cheesesteak.
Wings or cheesesteak?
Yeah, because I mean, you're sitting at the bar, and it's. I mean, I am, and there's no room for steak and potatoes and all that stuff, bro.
Nah. I agree. I would go cheesesteak with some crab fries, some chicken Veets crab fries.
Nice.
Like it.
A good queso, some tortillas. That's always my.
You're a big queso guy.
My guilty pleasure too.
Yeah, big queso.
I'm a big queso guy. Yeah.
So, but yeah, anything else, brother?
For me, no. I got a card of the week. I texted.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Let me show you mine. I got mine.
Ooh, tell us what that is.
Woo! This is Eric Lindros clear cut UD canvas 80 of 88. I've been watching this card. This came from their clear cut where you buy a box and you get one card in it, and the boxes were like 150 to 180 or something like that. Got this for the cost of a box, so I got to fish my wish. I've been watching those. It's been in my save search, quite a few of them.
So 88, that's his number. So
88 is his jersey number.
Fun fact: the guy that has 88 out of 88, jersey number. How much is he selling that for, sir?
I mistexted you guys earlier. It's only for a mere $6,500.
Oh, okay. Now earlier you said what?
So I thought it was $8,000. I confused it with the guy who's got another card I've been following, and it's at the the I don't want to sell it price.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But yeah, for $6,500 you can get the 88 of 88. But I got 80. I still liked it, but it didn't really matter. I just wanted to grab that one. So been watching that for a few months. Patience pays off.
Yes, sir. Yeah, for sure. But we'll close out. Hail Mary says apparently Miles Sanders went to the Lions. We're rocking with Gainwell. The Eagles historically do not pay running backs, so we'll be with Kenny Gainwell, Penny, and
Boston
Scott. Yeah, so they'd rather just put the money on the line, and they figured anybody, if the hole's big enough, anybody can run through it. So just that's kind of the way they've gone about it, and it's been pretty successful.
Penny, baby, Rashad Penny, if he can stay healthy.
If Rashad Penny hasn't played a full season in a long time,
but if he's a very explosive.
Oh sure, hey, absolutely. But
no, it's Kenny Gainwell's backfield. We got Boston Scott coming back, and if Rashad Penny can do just a little bit, I'm cool with that backfield.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a player if he can just stay healthy, and maybe with all those guys splitting carries, it might work out for him.
And last thing, bro, I wanted to say, my condolences. Rest in peace to. He's a great player. He did a lot of good things for the Dallas Cowboys. He was a great running back, and he liked to eat up a lot of yards. He was real famous for eating up the yards and giving that nice first down symbol. So pour out a little liquor for our boy Ezekiel Elliott. He was cut by the Cowboys.
Happy trails to you.
Rest in peace, baby.
What a scrub. Let me tell you something, bro. This freaking guy. Let me tell you something, brother. Dude, what a man. I'm so happy that he was not successful at all. Like, just get out of here, man. I just get out of here.
Tell him how you really feel. Say it with your chest.
Because it's like, bro, like you had a couple good seasons here and there, and you just poop. You know what I mean?
Just
Like, just poop.
Yeah.
Man. You're all right.
Highlight that last thing by Steve Splenda. That
Yeah,
says
right
it
there,
all.
man. Look, yeah, there you go.
He's a Buckeye
that's a
and a
double.
Cowboy with the poop
Yeah,
emoji.
that's a double whammy after. Yeah,
tell
but
him about the gun line.
yeah. Money made him do it. Fell off after he got paid. Yeah, I mean it. I mean with running backs, you only have a short lifespan, anyways.
Would you say he is the NFL equivalent of John Morant? Not so much the gun thing, but the acting. Remember he was in trouble with doing
Yeah,
some kind of lifting up ladies' shirts and all kinds of
yeah,
craziness.
yeah. I guess. I mean, I guess I don't know. I he's one of those sports hate guys for me.
Yeah,
Kind of hate the face
I mean you're
type.
gonna hate the face regardless because he's Dallas.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
But
he
even
he
I mean,
was really annoying.
yeah, he was just annoying. Like I mean, there's some Cowboys I don't. I don't.
And the belly shirt, the half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was
love the
just,
80s the 80s college
Yeah, that.
football
Come on,
star
bro.
damn shirt.
yeah, yes, whatever. So, but so yeah, definitely check out Monday's episode, man. We appreciate you guys. He was guest was awesome. I said we appreciate you guys in the chat checking us out. So this is always fun hanging
I
out because like
love Thursdays, bro. Kicking it with the
you know
cousins.
what? Like I'll be honest. So because sometimes like we don't get on here till 9:30. So like, and I'm home early, so I'm just sitting around and sometimes I'm like, oh man, I gotta go down. But once we start, it's like it's fun. Like I have fun. Like it's just just getting down and just getting set up. But yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I look forward to it all day. As I'm delivering the mail, I'm getting hyped up, and I'm just thinking of things that I can come out here and talk shit about. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna get spicy tonight. Let's get it.
Sure, but I need the male people to show up with my card.
Yeah,
And
I definitely I would get the tracking number,
yeah,
talk to your dude, and then if he doesn't know, you definitely got to call up the post office and give him that number.
okay, fair enough. And I'm gonna have my fire sale. Look for all the MetaZoo stuff hitting eBay. I'm gonna pump. Splenda, you hear that? Yeah, all this MetaZoo stuff. Hit me in the DM so I can pump this stuff the right way.
Nice.
So, with that being said, appreciate everybody. Check you guys out on the next one.
Peace.